Hello outlaws and hello campers, it's Jack. Welcome back to the channel. Or, you know, if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. And if it is your first time here, just hit that subscribe button, because it don't cost nothing. And now whether it is your first time here or you're coming back, I'm so glad that you were able to do so. There's a pretty good chance my channel has been shut down. I mean, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then it's definitely your first time here, or you just haven't been here in a while. This is the thing, guys. I made the mistake of, well, maybe not a mistake, but the mistake of trusting my own, you know, like hubris, confidence, entertainment value. And I did a product review video of something that I probably should not have accepted for free and reviewed. Right as I'm filming this video now, I'm uploading that, so we'll see what happens. If I'm here now and you're watching me, then everything went well. You know, if not, then you're probably watching this on an entirely new channel. So look, seriously guys, I am not giving up. Like, you know, you can't, you know, you can bring me down, but you know, when I go down, that's when I'm doing my best work. And now what I've got today for you guys on the second to last weekend of summer, the summer of 2025, this most foul year of our Lord, is a little backyard camp in the Pomoly Leo 2 4-season tent. Now, the last time anybody saw this tent, it was winter, and I was hot tent camping. Because like I just said, it's a 4-season tent, okay? You'll get to see the hot tent properties of this, or the hot tent configuration of this again, and probably in this video. Maybe not this episode, but at least one of them. I got the thing set up. I think I got it mostly where I want it. I've got to get my sleep system and everything set up. I got some new sleep system stuff that I'm going to be testing out. And I've got some old gear that I've got to make sure works, because this is the thing, guys. In the next like couple weeks, like early fall of this year, the girlfriend and I have a camping trip scheduled in the Adirondacks. That's right, we're going back inside the fucking blue line, guys, and we're gonna camp like three nights, a 3-night camp. I say it's scheduled, not planned, because this is outlaw camp, and as we all know, a plan is just a list of things that do not happen. But if this camp does happen, and I mostly say if, just because until I'm actually wherever the fuck it is that I'm supposed to be going, I don't believe it's happening. Just so many things can go wrong. Nothing can go right. Everything is a constant fucking battle. It's a battle to fucking camp. But what you have to do is remember, just, it's camping by any means necessary. You got to do what you got to do. And when the window of opportunity opens up, you need to be ready. You need to be able to just jump through that thing and get through it before it fucking slams shut on your deck, or whatever it is that you're worried about getting slammed shut in a window. Guys, I'm gonna show you what I got. We're gonna do some camping tonight. Hopefully I'm gonna get #1 camping dog Lacy Potato out here. We're gonna cook some food, we're gonna drink some beers, we're gonna have a fire. We're gonna make sure that this tent is all set up, and you know, we're just gonna have a generally good time camping, which is what we should have been doing in the fucking first place. So thanks for coming back to the channel, guys. Let's do this.
Check out camping, chickens swearing loud, outlaw camper, never with the crowd. Thinking it's a fast, but he doesn't camp. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, so camp anywhere.
And all right, guys, it's about 1:15 on a pretty overcast, cloudy, as you can see up there, sky on the second to last weekend of summer. However, it is actually 77 degrees right now. which seems unseasonably warm for central New York at this time of the year. You know, September, what, like 13? Yeah, September 13. However, the past couple years, it's been, you know, hotter than fuck, especially all summer. When you guys have been watching my stuff, you know, we were well over, like, you know, 100 degrees for most of the summer. Next week, we're going to be back up into the 90s. So this weekend here, even though it's not the last weekend of the summer, this may be my last camp of the summer. But this is going to be the perfect time to get this tent all set up for some early fall camping. Like I said, the girlfriend and I, when we do go camping, and we are going to bring this tent because I'm pretty sure it's going to do okay for us. We will be in the South Central Adirondack Park, as long as everything goes according to schedule. Not planned, schedule. Here's the thing, the Pomoly, it's a 4-season tent. I'm gonna get these sides zipped off here. Like this side I'll probably get zipped off right away. The thing is, I've got, like, over here, I've got some repairs that I need to do. Like, you can see this hole here, hopefully. What happened, because again, it's a 4-season tent, so it's a hot tent, and I had this thing set up. Like I said, I don't know when I used it. It was definitely last winter, and I've only ever used it as a hot tent. Oh yeah, and look at this. See this here? I did not properly roll up this part of the tent, and this is just the part that covers the stove jack. I'm sure at some point in this video I will get the stove out just to make sure I've got it all set up and fit in, but I did not have this thing properly secured. It blew up, hit the stovepipe, and that melted. So I need to repair this hole, and I need to repair this hole. And this was because we had like a severe ice storm. I think when I was camping in this, ice, snow, everything got on it. A chunk of ice just collected on that, and then when I got everything heated up inside and I tried to move it to, you know, see if I could unstake it, it ripped. But I have an idea on how to fix that. However, you know, before I do, and before I even get like the whole sleeping system set up, and yes guys, I do have a brand new insulated double V from Climate. You guys know I had a insulated double V. It was a blue one. I had it for probably about 5-6 years. I beat the fuck out of that thing. Me and the girlfriend beat the fuck out of it, but it lasted that long. So I'm hoping that this one will last even longer. I don't know. It's been sitting down in my basement since like November of 2024, but I got it out yesterday, blew it up, made sure that it held air. We're gonna get it in here. We're gonna get a whole sleep system set up because, like I said, I think I'm gonna be camping out here tonight. However, before I do any of that, it's fucking outlaw camp, guys, and you know what time it is. It's time to have a beer. This cooler needs some new stickers on it. I've got some, and at some point in this video we're gonna get some on there and do some shout outs to the folks that gave me some of those stickers. But and speaking of stickers, I know some people have gotten some of my Step Zero stickers, and I'm probably gonna get some comments along the lines of, what the fuck happened to Step Zero? Why do you have your tent set up? Why do you have all this gear out here and you haven't even had a beer yet? Well, that's because I did all this yesterday. Okay, so technically this is still a Step Zero, guys. Somewhere, yeah, over here, I've got a koozie. Man, I don't know. You know, I'm kind of looking forward to a nice, relaxing weekend where nothing really happens. Granted, as I was walking out here with some tinder and stuff and getting ready for this first of the day, get my dog out here. Laces, stay over here. Come on. I actually saw Pee-Pee Dangler golfing out here, and he was like, "Hello outlaws, hello campers." I don't even know if he's still doing stuff on his channel, but he comments on my channel a lot. Stay cocked, my friends. Of course, granted, you can't stay cocked unless you get cocked. So let's get cocked. That being said, without further ado, first of the day, fellas. This one's for Big Ben's Outdoors. It's just a yellow jacket, nothing special. Decided to treat myself this weekend in preparation of getting ready for fall, especially for this fall camping trip, because that's what this is all about. Big Ben's Outdoors, I've pimped him before, I'm gonna pimp him again. Supposedly Ben is sending me some beers from Nebraska. I felt like I should have had them by now, but I don't. Maybe they were lost. Maybe he didn't even send them out until yesterday. I don't know. But I have a feeling that in one of my upcoming misadventures, you guys are going to see some beers from Nebraska in New York. Anyway, you know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, or you don't care, it doesn't matter. Go down to my description, check out Big Ben's Outdoors, tell him Outlaw Camper sent you. Just fucking drink to him. The guy is a great, huge supporter of mine, big inspiration. Here's to you, Ben. Wait, hold on, let me try that again. Here's to you, Ben. So now is the much missed, fuck. The air raid siren's going. I was just gonna say, is the much missed air raid sirens of Central New York still going off in the background. I can't let that stop me. Guys, this outside screen thing, I actually felt like it sort of, there's a way to fix this or something. I think this didn't zip entirely off. I think for the purposes of this video, I might actually do that. Let's see. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. Like, can you guys see down here the like 3 zipper attachment? I don't think that's something that comes off. So I got to figure out what to do with this part. I'll probably be using that at night. I don't know what it's called, the inner tent. I've got that inside of here. I did that yesterday. It's really easy to set up, and you guys probably saw that when I first got this tent. It's, you know, you're gonna be using this as a hot tent, I guess, and there are so many levels of insulation in this thing, it's ridiculous. I'm hoping that the girlfriend and I will be warm enough when we get to the Adirondacks. The thing is, we're gonna be there like first weekend of October. We were there like, I mean, a couple years ago, we were there like early September, and the temperatures got well below freezing, and it was not comfortable. And that's why I'm bringing this tent, because I can use it as a hot tent, and I will have a tent stove with me. But I think we'll be warm enough, and hopefully this sleeping pad, which I'm about to get set up, will serve us well enough. And now I'm only showing this because I think it's been so long since I had the original double V out, the one that died. And you know, I could probably patch it up maybe if I wanted to go through all the work, but trying to buy patches and everything, figure out where it leaks, it was actually just easier to get a new one of these. And obviously it was so easy that I had this sitting in my basement for almost a year. The other thing is, guys, before I go, and I think I mentioned this back in when I was camping in the Adirondacks the last time. Oh, here we go. Here comes my dog. I was about to throw a blanket on this thing to protect it from her claws, but I guess that's not going to happen. Laces, okay. She's like, all right, I'll get out. Yeah, guys, that's Lacey, #1 camping dog. We'll talk about her later. Anyway, I might have mentioned this before. I had that little, like, Eaton Wolf. I think it's pronounced Eaton Wolf. I like to say Eaton Wolf, because that sounds cooler than Eaton Wolf. Air pump. And I don't know where it is. I think the last time I used it was on my bivvy camp out in the front yard when it rained, like the failed bivvy camp. God, I hope that's something I posted. I don't know. I don't like to go back and look through the rest of my stuff. That's what I have you guys for. But I have to find that thing because I'm bringing the boat with me. I'm going to need that, even though I didn't need it last time. And I'm going to need it for this because I'm not blowing this thing up by hand. But it does come with this bag. Check this out, guys. If you've not seen this before, this is how fucking magic works. Pops in there like that. I suppose you could blow into this thing or whatever, but you know, ain't nobody got time for that. Now, I did blow this up yesterday. I have no idea how many bagfuls it takes. My dog is escaping. Lacey, get over here. You don't live over there. For fuck's sake, every time, you know, you guys think this shit is easy. Hey, you, the fuck are you doing? Come on, let's go. Get out of there. You don't live there. You don't need to get into that fucking fairy trap or whatever that is. Come on, this, what do you want to do? Lacey. I'd be frustrated, guys, but Lacey ain't doing so good. I mean, look at her. She weighs about 200 pounds more than she should. Well, not 200, but probably about 20 pounds more than she should. She's just, I don't know, guys. This is why I want to camp. I want to do this. Remember what happened with Sassy? You know, my last camp with her, I never knew it was going to be my last camp. So I'm going to treat every camp that I do with this dog who has completely lost her fucking mind. She has, do you have any idea where you're going? You're just like, you're like the old lady in the grocery store in the cereal aisle being like, where's the butter? I know the butter's here. I know the butter is in this aisle. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, so I gotta take advantage of the time I have, which is something that we all need to do. Where are you going? There is no butter in this aisle, Grandma. Come on, Tater, you can't. Oh boy, yeah. Guys, I could film this all day, but it's not gonna end. I gotta wrangle her. She's off. She's gone. She's completely lost it. Well, she fits right in at fucking outlaw camp, I'll tell you that. I don't know how long I've been at this for, but I'm about to the point where it's done. I'll tell you guys, this whole, like, the bag system, blowing this thing up, it's infinitely better than having to blow it up, you know, by mouth. Especially, there's no way I could do it. My allergies are still fucking terrible. The whole time I'm doing this, I'm coughing, I'm sneezing, I'm hacking. But I think the allergies are on their way out. Like I said, it's, well, still early September. But I have a feeling that by Christmas, I'll be able to breathe again and blow up one of these things by my mouth. But I need to find that fucking air pump, that little Eaton Wolf fucking air pump. I know it's somewhere around here. I might have to actually go back and watch one of my own videos and try and figure out, like, what I did with it. I don't know. However, I did look them up, and I think I can find one. If I need to buy one, which I might, because the other thing is, you know, if, like, during the night with the temperature changes, because where we're going, it might be it could quite possibly be 80 degrees during the day, and then at night 20. I mean, that's happened before. That happens basically every day in the Adirondacks. 60-degree temperature changes, or 60-degree Fahrenheit temperature changes. And it would be great to just be able to have a little like air pump to just plug into, like, Jesus Christ. See, that's a good seal. Just to plug into that thing so I don't have to fuck with this bag. Nobody wants to fuck with a bag. I'll find it, and if not, hopefully I can get another one. Unless somebody wants to send me one before, you know, fucking October 2nd. It has to be here on October 2nd. I'll tell you guys, this thing, this is definitely one of the most comfortable, like, sleeping pads I've ever had. Like the one before this and this one. I bitched about climate so much in the past, and I almost feel, you know, bad about bitching about them, but, you know, whatever I bitched about at the time, I was probably not out of line. Anyway, I think this thing will serve me and the girlfriend well, but I have to figure out our sleeping bag problem. And I got the Arc'teryx, another wool blanket, because you guys, you really can't beat wool. Obviously I have one wool blanket down on the bottom of this, but I'm gonna get this wool blanket over the top, and mostly that's in case, like, the dog comes out to protect it. When we go camping, the dog will not be with us, and then if we start freezing to death, which we won't, because this is a fucking hot tent and I can just get the stove going, we'll still have a wool blanket to throw over the top of us. Now, honestly, I don't know if anybody has ever seen this thing, but this is it's a double sleeping bag. This is from Oxus, and you know, it's one of those sleeping bags that I got from Amazon probably, well, back before I started this channel. So that'll tell you how old it is. I feel like the zipper is compromised, and I may have to invest in a new one. But this is one of those deals where it's like 2 sleeping bags that you can zip into one and fit it in the bag. I can already see here that the little metal part that you are supposed to zip this part into, it's fucked. Do I want to depend on this thing when I go camping with a girlfriend? If it were me, I'd be like, yeah, no problem. But bringing somebody else, I'm not sure. I'm still gonna see if I can get that thing zipped in to this thing, the other sleeping bag. I think I'm gonna have to go on Amazon and research, like, the double sleeping bags that are, you know, whatever this temperature rating is. It's not much, you know. It's definitely more than my down sleeping bag, because I was thinking about just getting another one of those down, like, summer weight down sleeping bags, zipping 2 of those together. But that's not going to be enough. If I can't find something in time in the next couple weeks, yeah, that's going to keep us warm enough, I'll just take this. That's if I can get it back together. So fuck it, guys. Let's see what we can do here. This side is not the problem. Well, or maybe it is a problem. I don't know. This is the thing, you know, you guys, when you get this stuff, you know, I always say practice with your stuff. Yeah, guys, this zipper is, it's fucked. I mean, maybe I can get it in here. Yeah, I got it in there, but I ain't gonna get it out. I'm definitely gonna need new fucking sleeping bag, or new double sleeping bag for this trip. Fuck, I don't want to spend, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I can get away with. Yeah. Anyway, in any case, I'm gonna use this tonight. I don't think the girlfriend's gonna come out with me. Maybe she'll come out, sit by a fire. Oh, there's gonna be a fire. Yeah, I don't really know, guys. But okay, we got one side zipped up. Problem is this side. Okay, I actually got it. Is this something I'm gonna want to do when I'm camping with the girlfriend? Definitely not, but I've got it. There we go. I got the Oasis, the double sleeping bag. It's ready to go. This is the bag for it. I'm not gonna bring the bag back down there to whatever the fuck it is I got going down there. Actually I am, because I just want to put this in the bag with the tent so I have it. I don't want to depend on the sleeping bag, guys, and I think I'm gonna have to do some research and see. I may have to invest in a double sleeping bag, but if I can't find anything that's affordable, and I'm saying, you know, like under like 40 bucks, because I don't think I spent more than 30 bucks on this. So with inflation, 40 bucks seems reasonable. Maybe I just won't unfold this thing. Who knows? Stay tuned. See what happens when we get to the Adirondacks and see what the fuck it is that we are going to sleep in. But tonight, it's definitely going to be me, maybe Lacey, maybe the girlfriend, maybe Shadow, maybe all four of us. Woo! I don't know, guys. I'm thinking, man, this thing is so much warmer than, warmer seeming than I thought it was. Man, I don't know why I haven't used this in so long. I did a little research on Amazon. It's gonna be like 50 bucks for me to get something like this. I don't know what these stains are. Doesn't smell bad. I might just go with this. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But really, like, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be great for me tonight. There's definitely enough room for me and her both in here. This thing might be okay, especially with a wool blanket thrown on top of us. And if we have to, the wood stove going, which is something I need to get to. The wood stove, I need to patch up like the problem spots on this tent. I've got so much fucking work to do. But thank God it's only like, it's not even 2 in the afternoon yet. But I will tell you guys, right now it is 78 degrees. With the clouds and everything, it's not that bad. So it'll be okay for me to get a fire going. Yeah, man, this sleeping bag, I think as long as I don't unzip it down here, we'll be okay. The thing is, like, once I get to where I'm going, if I get to where I'm going, and I always say if because I'm not there yet, I might not have the patience. So maybe if I keep this thing intact, I won't need a new sleeping bag. That would be fucking golden, I'll tell you that. And the other thing is, if I save money on not having to buy a new double sleeping bag, then I can spend that money on a new axe or hatchet. It'll probably be an axe. The thing is, guys, you've seen the Schrade Skax, which I've had for about 12 years. Despite the sentimental value of this thing, it's basically useless for splitting wood, cutting wood. I don't know what it's for. If anybody has a Schrade Skax, please let me know down in the comments, what the fuck do you use this thing for? Because I've never been able to do anything successfully with it. I do have this old, and this thing is probably about 30 years old, this old Fisker's hatchet. I mean, look at this fucking thing. It's beat the fuck and it's all rusty. But I was able to split some Stewart's hardwood with it. So I think if I can get away with not having to get a new sleeping bag, I will probably just spend the money on Fisker's, either a hatchet or an axe. You know, probably like, I don't know, it's like the 20-inch one, 23-inch, I don't know. I think they have them at the Home Depot, which is down over there. Maybe I'll swing by there one of these days after work and see. You know, you gotta decide, guys, you know, what to spend your money on. And I need something to split wood with. I mean, the batoning with a knife is great, but the wood that we're gonna be getting, if we do, and I still am saying if, get back up to the Adirondacks, it's pretty hard. And a hatchet, I don't think a hatchet's gonna do it, and a knife is definitely not gonna do it. And I'm gonna have to be able to get stuff split out enough to fit into the wood stove that I'm gonna have in this, which you guys will see, well, relatively soon. And yeah, man, #1 camping dog, Lacey Potato. She's out here with brother. What you think, Lace? Probably just out here looking for food. It's 3:15 right now, guys. Like up there, like, I mean, the sun is gone now, so it's probably about 85 degrees up there. Down here in the shade and everything, it's only 75. So we need to get a fire going. I know I kind of dropped the ball on wood processing, and I guess that means that this is not an official YouTube you know, camping video or outdoors video or whatever, because I had no wood processing. But there's some processed wood. I'm gonna have to process some more, so just keep watching, you guys will see it. I've had this little thing going. It's just a fire pit here that you guys saw before. You know, I got it from, I don't know, somebody sent it to me, wanted me to do a review. Yeah, you guys saw how good those are working out for me. I did a review. It turned out that this product, you know, once I did the review, was no longer available. So I can't win. Well, I mean, I win. I got a free fucking fire pit. And yes, I'm just holding this Q-tip because that's, you know, something I bring camping. You know, I'm cleaning my ears all the time. I mean, look at the size of these fucking things. They gotta, you know, you gotta keep them clean. You're surprised, like, the dirt that they suck in. Yeah, fucking, you know, hold your Dumbo jokes for, you know, your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever it is. But I was like, you know, I have these things. What happens if I just, you know, light one and use this? And I don't even know if a Q-tip will actually light. But let's see. Yeah, it just kind of smolders. You know, I'm sure it would take a spark. Ah, there we go. Yeah, whatever, guys. Oh, shit. I was gonna say, why stand on ceremony? But the fire's going. I guess I'll just hit it over here with the lighter. I'll hit it back here with the lighter. Now that's probably on camera, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, despite the fact that it is, I would say unseasonably warm, because I think that at this time of the year, like the end of summer, it should be about like 55, 60 degrees. But that's what it used to be when I was growing up. So now 75 to 85 degrees, I guess, is seasonably warm. So yeah, man, I'm gonna have a fire going, and there is some food I'm gonna cook. I don't know how long this episode has gone on for. I do have to patch up that hole in the tent. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it, but I have an idea. What I have here, guys, is some clear waterproof Gorilla Tape. Is this a good idea? Is it your fucking first time here? Nothing I do has ever been a good idea. I gotta get something done before I can sit and relax. And I'm thinking, I don't know if this clear Gorilla Tape is a good idea or a bad idea, but I don't really have much choice other than to find out. It's just the Swiss Army knife. I'll tell you, you know, everybody's got to have, you know, Leatherman multi-tool. And I do have a Leatherman, and I enjoy it. I love my fucking Leatherman. I would never trade it for anything. But sometimes, you know, you don't need it. Just like you, and you know, and then you got to wear it, you know, on your belt. You look like a fucking douchebag. Look like somebody. Most people think it's a fucking cell phone. I'm thinking, like, I could probably just put a piece up here and a piece down here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I should probably get actual, like, tent repair. You know, one thing that I do have, guys, is I have some, like, Kevlar thread. I don't know if I have a needle that I could get that in, but I could sew this up. Which actually, that might be an idea to save a little bit more money. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. Because one thing that I have to do, in addition to trying to figure out like the axe/hatchet problem, is I need a chair for the girlfriend when we go camping, because fuck, see guys, I was just gonna say, if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it, but I feel like this, you know, as bad as it looks, might actually be okay. And then I'm just gonna get another piece and slap it on the back there. Is this gonna work? Probably not. Although I will say I did have a slight tear in the liner of my pool, and I slapped some of this stuff on there, and it worked better than fucking flex tape. So let's see. And this is, you know, as far as the tent goes, this little tear is not a problem. I would prefer not to sew it up. So maybe that, as bad as that looks, actually, that looks pretty fucking outlaw. I mean, I should write fucking, you know, outlaw camp on this. Something. We're gonna see how that holds up. I'm just gonna leave it like that. This is something I'll bring with me camping. Yeah, now that I've got grass all over it. But this is good for the boat. So yeah, I think we're okay with this, guys. In keeping with the same, you know, theme, or whatever you want to call it, I threw a little patch of that on there and on there. When this is up, it'll be fine. You know, that's when the stove is not in it. And before you are like, why is there a big hole in here? That's for the stove jack, or this is the stove jack. That's for the stove pipe, which I may or may not be getting out tonight. It may not be until tomorrow. I have one last thing that I need to try and figure out before I can just finally relax, sit down, and enjoy this camp. And that is a problem of the chairs. So now I do have the new Nature Hike chair, which I now see has, like, you know, food and grease stains on it. But it's fine. It's structurally sound. It's a great chair. Do I like it as much as the original Misadventure Alley chair? No. But here's the problem with the Misadventure Alley chair, which I've had for several years. Like, it's ripped. Like, you know, and I thought maybe I could sew it. I probably could, but am I going to? No. The other thing is, we had like 2 camping chairs that we got several years ago. I think we went to like some blues and barbecue festival in Syracuse. We didn't have chairs with us, so we stopped at a Christmas tree store, and this is what's left of them. Like this one, yeah, that's garbage. This one, maybe, you know, I could sew up like this part and something like over here. Honestly, am I gonna do that? No. Probably what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna have to buy another chair. I think I can get one of these nature hike chairs relatively cheap, and we'll see. And it'll come in like a day or two. So hey, if anybody wants to contribute to a you know, chair for the girlfriend, just, you know, PayPal links down in the description. Become a Shady benefactor. You get like a huge shout out. I'll send you a picture of the girlfriend sitting in the chair if you buy me one, or just send me a chair. I don't fucking know. But here's the thing, guys. You know, I showed you like that little patch job and this patch job, and I did actually find the 9km DW Life, whatever, like the Kevlar thread, which is right here. Do I have a needle that I can actually thread this through? Probably not, but I think I'm gonna look for one just in case I got to sew up around that hole. I can always trim that off. Fire's going, beer's going. YouTube is not taking down my latest version of the vibrator. Well, no, it's not a vibrator, of the you know, whatever non-suggestive tool video, but granted it's only been an hour or two. Pretty much, guys, I'm just gonna kind of hang out here by this fire. I'm gonna read my book, I'm gonna cook some food, and I'm gonna camp in this tent. Probably get the stove down here and get that figured out. It's 4 o'clock now. It's like 74 degrees. I think the coldest it's supposed to get tonight is like 55, which means it'll probably be about 35. So we'll see what I do with the stove and that thing. This is all about just getting ready for what will hopefully be a great Adirondack misadventure. I think I've done enough for one video. Got the tent set up, got everything going, explained myself in no real way. Just seriously, guys, thank you for sitting through this one. But stay tuned for the next one. There will be a part 2 to this. We're gonna eat some food, we're gonna do some camping. It's just gonna be nice, relaxing. We're gonna have a good fucking time. So please, you know, tell your friends and tell your enemies, because not only are you, but they are going to want to come back for part 2 of whatever this turns out to be. Can you hear that? Too fast, too furious.